Hello there, everybody. It is I, the one and only Mr. CJ, and we are back with part 3 of how to start your own business and get business credit funding. So, yeah, recapping from part 2, we basically had all our information, business address, business phone number, and we basically set up our articles of incorporation with the Secretary of State for whichever state that you're in. Now, mind you, if you're wanting to do this, say you live in one state and you want to open up a business in another state, you obviously would go to that other state's website, Secretary of State's website, in order to, get the business started in that particular state. If you want to open up the business in the state that you're currently in, you basically want to go to that state's website that you're currently in, right? And again, excuse me, in New Mexico, it looks like to file online, it only costs about $50, which again is great news, especially for me here as well. It's always good whenever you can save some funds there. Take yourself out, or your kids out to Disney World or whatever. But anyway, now we're moving on. We're gonna open up the business bank account now. If you already have a bank account, there's tons of banks out there. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the hell a bank is. Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America. Yeah, there's basically just a whole lot of banks. I mean, there's literally a bank in every corner. Pioneer Bank, Citizens Bank, all that stuff. If you already have a personal checking or personal bank account, or a bank that you have been banking with for a while, it is more than okay to go and open up a business bank account once you have your articles of incorporation. It's more than okay to open up a business bank account with that bank, and it's more than likely going to be a lot easier for you if you've already been banking with them on a personal level for a while, right? Even if it's been more than 3 months, you're going to be able to open up a business banking account super simple and very quickly at that. Now, the whole thing about a business bank account, let's check out Wells Fargo, because that's where I was going to open mine here later. Check them out real quick, because we don't want to make this video too long, and then we're just going to get into how to start building that business credit. Okay, so, I mean, if you want to go to Wells Fargo, we're just going to quick walk through here. It's super simple, but any bank that you go to, now I think that some of these banks, especially with the kind of times we're living in right now, you may be able to do all of this straight from home or online, but you'll probably have to upload your articles of incorporation and identification and all that stuff to for the bank officers. That way they can be able to open up your account there, your business bank account. So as you can see, small business, you would probably want to go there. Now, a lot of these banks are going to usually require, in order to open up a bank account, which even with personal checking accounts, they usually require this, but some sort of deposit. I believe Wells Fargo is literally like only 25 or 50 bucks you can deposit in order to open up that banking account. So just mind you that that's something you're going to need a little bit of funds to basically deposit into your business banking account. You really shouldn't need more than 100, I don't think. But yeah, you basically just go through the process. It really shouldn't be that difficult to open up a business banking account, whether it's online or if you're doing it in person, like at your local bank. That might be easier. That way the bank officer can actually help walk you through the process and make sure that you have all the necessary information. But yeah, and now we move on to cool stuff. Once you have your DMB number, business bank account, business address, articles of incorporation, you are good. You are basically your own CEO of your bank. What we want to do here now, though, is we basically want to start building that business credit. Now, the way business credit works is that, and this has to do with having your DMB number, but there's a company I believe called Paydex, and it basically this is you get what's called a Paydex score. Now this is after you've established that business credit, which you can literally establish, from what I've heard, and this is why I'm going through this process, you can literally establish within 3 to 6 months if you're a go-getter, you know what I'm saying? So this is what we're gonna do, and this is kind of like financing here, I guess you could say, or almost similar to getting a credit card of some sort. Because the whole goal here, or what we're basically trying to do, is we're trying to be able to get business funding, whether it's credit lines, trade lines, or business credit cards, business loans, in order to build our business more. You know what I'm saying? So say you want to open up a restaurant. I mean, you're going to need grills, you're going to need chairs, tables, you're going to need appliances. You know, a lot of people wonder, you know, where do I get all the money, the funds to pay for all this stuff? Right here, from what I'm showing you, it's all business credit. It's all in those business credit cards, all that stuff, right? So once we have everything, again, this is part 3. There's quite a few companies out there, and we're currently on one of them right now called Quill. Their website is quill.com, but there's quite a few companies out there that are basically going to give you trade lines, or business financing, I guess you could say. I believe they're called trade lines. So say, for example, we've got everything that we need. Got our phone number, business phone number, articles of incorporation. We went through the whole process with the Secretary of State, already opened up our business bank account, all that good stuff. We're ready to start building our business credit. Alright, so again, there's quite a few companies. I'll definitely be sure and list them in the descriptions, in the description below. I personally am not affiliated with any of these companies, and I don't get any sort of commission if you do decide to sign up with any of these companies and purchase any of their products. But it's super simple the way it works. It's kind of like getting a credit card, basically. So say, for example, in your business, you need some printer paper and some printer ink, right? So the way this works here is, you see how they have a whole bunch of stuff, even trash bags, hand sanitizers, look at this, chairs, break room supplies. I mean, anything that you need for your business can be found on these websites here that I'm going to show you, or these companies. So the way it works is that you want to be purchasing things that are worth or have a value of $50 or more. The reason being is because these companies are actually going to be reporting to the business credit bureaus, such as Dun & Bradstreet and Paydex, right? So your Paydex score, they rate that between 1 and 100. 100 obviously is A+. That's where you want to be, right? Now, in order to actually get business funding, business credit, all that good stuff, you want your score to be anywhere from 80, between 80 and 100. Kind of like with your personal credit score, you know, you usually want it between 650 and above, you know, 800 or whatever. Higher than 700, you know, you usually have you're able to get funding, right, or credit card loans, all that good stuff, right? So we definitely want to aim for a high business credit score here as well. Okay. So with that being said, now of course all of this stuff is going to require a little bit of investment, but trust me when I say it's good to invest in yourself. And I would have to say, from my research and speaking with others who have done this and seeing others who have done this, I mean, it's basically just a life changer, and it has a lot to do with investing in yourself and investing in your business. Okay, so say I needed some printer and some ink, and I wanted this chair here for my